I'm back here on April 7th, and I'm frustrated. I don't feel like I can go back and tell my constituents that any real work is being done. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to roll up my sleeves, but the reality is that the Democrats who control the Senate have failed to adhere to the law. There have been no public budget conference committees. There's been no real open disclosure. They're talking today about some progress, but I can't see it, I can't feel it, I can't touch it. I can't go back to the people I represent and say, here are the ideas that are being bandied about. In my opinion, there's no good faith negotiation, because if there were, there would be leaders' meetings with the governor, there would be public meetings so people could say, here's my priority, here's yours, let's fight it out, let's negotiate. And we're at a junction now where we have to really radically change the way we're doing business and how we structure government. But more acutely, in the next week or so, school budgets are going to have to be finalized and prepared. We need to provide certainty, we need to give guidance to school districts, and there's a glaring failure of leadership, particularly on the part of the Senate Democrats right now, because they control the procedure here. We've done everything we can to raise the issues. We've talked about no new taxes, cuts in spending, real cuts in spending, because that's what the taxpayer wants, and they don't seem to be getting it, because today a number of them came out with some advocacy groups and called for another $8 billion in taxes. Last year, when the budget started, the process started, the Democrats said, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to have property tax relief, we're going to have great reform. We ended up with almost $13 billion in new spending, $8 billion in new taxes and fees. Now, I don't know why we should believe them that they want to adhere to some fiscal discipline or some frugality, because they came out again today for almost another $8 billion in taxes. Over 2 years, $16 billion in new taxes and fees. It's staggering, it's unaffordable, and I think it's time that we went back to our constituents and said, this is what they're talking about. I know we have to make cuts, but I also understand that we have to restructure what we're doing, let people know what the real problems are, and if you tell them the truth, they're willing to work with you.